Nano Banana Pro is one of the best image models out there, but a lot of people still end up with weird AI faces, skin that looks fake, or poses that don't quite make sense. But the problem isn't the model, it's how people are prompting it. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use Nano Banana Pro with JSON prompting, which is the difference between hoping for a good result and actually being able to control what you get. Let's start with the problem most people run into. When you use normal text prompts, even detailed ones, you're still writing in a way that's vague from the model's point of view. You might say something like photorealistic portrait, natural lighting, cinematic look, but you haven't actually told the model what matters more than what, or how those things should be balanced. So the model fills in the gaps on its own, and that's when you get overly smooth skin, awkward posture, or faces that subtly change every time you generate. That's why two images made with the same prompt can look like completely different people. JSON prompting fixes this by forcing structure. Instead of one block of text, you're giving the model a set of clear instructions broken into sections. Face, skin, lighting, pose, camera, environment, all handled separately. You're not being more creative, you're being more specific, and that's why the results improve. Before we get into the prompting itself, we need to set up the environment properly. For this workflow, we're using Pipit AI. Pipit gives clean access to Nano Banana Pro, and it handles longer, structured prompts without breaking or truncating them. Go to the Pipit website and open the Image Studio. Once you're there, click into AI Design. From the model list, select Nano Banana Pro. This step matters more than people realize. JSON prompting only really pays off when the model can respond to detailed instructions. Nano Banana Pro is built for that level of control, which is why this combination works so well. Next, choose your image quality and aspect ratio. If you're making content for social platforms, a vertical format like 9:16 makes sense. If you're working on banners, websites, or portfolio images, 16:9 is usually better. Pick one now and stick with it. Switching aspect ratios later often changes framing and composition in ways you don't want. For quality, go with 4K if your plan allows it. Higher resolution gives the model more room to handle small details, like skin texture, eye highlights, and hair strands, which becomes important when you're aiming for realism. Now, let's talk about the JSON prompting workflow itself, because this is where people tend to overthink things. You are not expected to write JSON manually from scratch. That would be slow and annoying, and there's no reason to do it. Instead, you can use another language model like ChatGPT or Gemini to generate the JSON for you. The first thing you need is a JSON prompt formula. This is basically a reusable template that already includes all the sections Nano Banana Pro responds well to. Things like subject description, facial features, expression, pose, lighting, camera style, environment, and realism constraints. I've put a template you can use in the description below, so check that out. Once you've copied that formula, open ChatGPT or Gemini in another tab. Paste the formula in, then add a clear instruction. Something like, using this JSON prompt formula, generate a detailed prompt for a realistic lifestyle photo of a woman sitting in a cafe in Paris. You can also add a reference image if you want. A lot of people use Pinterest for this. You're not asking the model to recreate the image exactly, you're just giving it context for posture, mood, and framing. ChatGPT will then output a full JSON block with every section filled in. You'll notice it's long, but it's also readable. You can actually see where it's describing skin texture, lighting softness, lens type, body posture, and facial expression. Once that's generated, copy the entire JSON block. Go back to Pipit and paste it straight into the prompt box. Don't trim it down and don't rewrite it. just paste and generate. This is usually the moment where people notice the difference. Faces stop looking waxy. Skin has texture without being harsh. Poses feel intentional instead of stiff. The image looks like a real photo that could exist on someone's Instagram feed, not like an AI demo. Now let's talk about character consistency, because this is one of the biggest reasons people switch to JSON prompting in the first place. If you're trying to maintain the same person across multiple images, start by uploading your model's face directly into Pipit. This can be a generated base character or a real photo, depending on what you're doing. Once the face is uploaded, you repeat the same JSON workflow. The difference is that the JSON now references the uploaded face as a visual guide. The model uses it as a strong reference, but not a strict copy, which helps avoid that uncanny pasted-on look. You can generate the same character in different outfits, locations, and poses, and the facial structure stays consistent. The nose doesn't shift, the jawline stays the same, and the eyes don't slowly drift into a different shape over time. This is extremely hard to achieve with normal text prompts, even long ones. Another advantage of JSON prompting is that you don't have to start over every time something feels slightly wrong. Because the prompt is structured, you can read through it and see where changes need to happen. If the expression feels too serious, you can edit just the expression section. If the lighting is too dramatic, you can soften that part without touching the rest of the prompt. You can also ask ChatGPT to help with these adjustments. For example, you can say, "Give me multiple expressions using the same JSON prompt," or "Give me the JSON version of this prompt with a relaxed smile." ChatGPT will return new JSON blocks that keep everything the same except the part you asked to change. This makes it easy to create variations without losing consistency. Over time, people start building small libraries of JSON prompts for different looks. One for casual lifestyle shots, one for studio portraits, one for outdoor scenes. You're not reinventing the wheel every time, you're just refining something that already works. This is why JSON prompting works so well. You're no longer throwing words at the model and hoping it understands what you meant. You're guiding it in a way that matches how it actually processes information. If you want to try this yourself, head over to Pipit AI, open Image Studio, select Nano Banana Pro, and use JSON prompting. What kind of image will you try making first? Let me know in the comments below. While you're there, check the description for some helpful resources that I've linked, and don't forget to like and subscribe.